Hello guys, today I'm going to be doing, as you can tell by the thumbnail, a little pub review of a place called the Beach Bar and Restaurant. Anyone? Yeah, but the Beach Bar and Restaurant is in Minster on Sea, and it is literally right next to the sea. So before we start the pub review, we're going to get a bite to eat and a few pints and that. I just thought I'd show you what's just outside the pub, because you can probably, just in the background, you can see the pub just about behind me there. But so this is literally, you know, you can come for a nice walk, make a day of it. You're right on the beach. I'll turn the camera around so I can show you some of the views. Right over there in the background, across the sea, is Southend. There you go, I've zoomed in a bit, you can just about make it out. That's the other side of the water. And if you go around this side, we're going to take a walk down. There's some beach huts down here and have a little look. And if you keep... What's down this way, Mum?
Yeah, right.
What's down this way?
Beach huts.
Oh, beach, yeah, but past that peak, that takes you to Laysdown and that.
No, there's caravan parks up top.
Oh yeah, caravan parks up there on the...
You can't really walk around there.
But yeah, it's a stony beach, but it's really nice. It's for shells and stuff like that here. Little point of interest here. My mum was saying all the locals come between certain times on the side here, on the sign here, and all clean the beach together, which is why it's so nice and tidy. It's a nice little community thing there. Yeah, nice little touch. Bit of community spirit. Yeah, I'm right down on the beach now, and I'll show you these beach huts. Someone was telling me, only tiny little things. Apparently they go for over 30 grand each. She reckons about 40 grand each. You watch how small they are. There you go, look at them. Tiny little things. It's like a glorified shed, pretty much. But lovely view, lovely to wake up next to the ocean and all that. And so right at the end of that peak there, when the tide's out, you can walk along to Walden Bay, but I wouldn't recommend it, because if you get caught out, you're going to have a long wait on the cliffs. But yeah, eventually that leads to Walden Bay down there. And yeah, I suppose we're going to make our way up to the pub and show you around. It was the outside of the beach bar and restaurant. Very nice old building here. There's a little look at the beer garden. Lovely day today, so we're probably going to get a pint and have a sit out here to start with until we eat later. We've got a pint to start off with. We're not that hungry yet. Cheers. I've gone for a Stella. Mum's gone for, what's that?
Thatcher's Haze.
Thatcher's Haze, which I've not tried, so I was looking at what they got on tap. I think I've reviewed them all, but I don't think I've reviewed that, so I might get a pint of that later. Or I could get a pint of Landlord, but where it's so hot, you want something colder. So I've gone for a Stella. Glass looks nice and clean. It's a good start. Perfect on a hot day. I still feel like I've had 3 different Stellas from 3 different places the last week, and they've all been different. It's not like the one that I had in the Rose the other day, but it's not like the one I had in Wetherspoons either. It's somewhere in the middle. Not to mention the price, $6.80 for a pint of Stella and half Thatcher's Haze. I think that's pretty reasonable, and compared to some of the other places we've been, apart from Wetherspoons obviously, I think that's the cheapest we've paid for 2 drinks, isn't it? So it's not too sad. I should mention, it's not the first time I've came here. I've been here before. I've had a carvery a few times on a Sunday. So if you do try this place out and you're here on a Sunday, highly recommend the carvery. I mean, it's top food. How much is it, do you remember, the carvery? About 15 quid, and you can get 3 different meats. And it's just really, really nice. The cauliflower cheese as well. Don't forget the cauliflower cheese if you come. That's really nice on the carvery. And they normally have entertainment on during the carvery as well. You know, sometimes it's better than others, the entertainment, but when it's good, it's really good. But I've been here once when it was a little bit iffy, if I'm being honest, but you know, can't win them all. And yeah, I'm going to have a look at the menu in a minute. And sorry about the motorbike, typical, innit? Have a look at the menu in a minute and show you the prices. Also, let me turn the camera around. I've recently built an extension. Yeah, that's a new bit. I built an extension there on the front. As a former bricklayer, I must say I don't know who they got to build that extension, but it's shocking brickwork. Like, my brother was here with my mum before. He's a brickie as well, and he had to move tables because he just couldn't bear the sight of brickwork. So yeah, if the people that own the pub do watch it, if you're doing another extension, I would get somebody new. Just a polite kind of, just letting you know. Right. Next pint, we have a pint of Thatcher's Hazy, I think it's called. The glass ain't the cleanest, I have to be honest. There's a little bit of bubble stickage. It's not too bad. I've never had this before. In all honesty, it tastes a bit like pear Copperberg, but I think it's cloudy apple. So it's like a less sweet version of pear Copperberg to me, or like a apple version of pear Copperberg. This less sweet. I could have a few pints of that with Copperberg pear. I could only have one sort of thing, you know. On a hot day, does the job.
Same price as Stella.
Right, guys. Oh yeah, it's the same price as a Stella. So I've got a pint of Thatcher's this time. Mum got another half, and it was $6.80, wasn't it? Quite reasonable, I would say. You know, obviously, it's not going to compare to Wetherspoons, but to the other pubs in the area, it seems to be quite reasonably priced. Beer, come back to another Stella. Mum's got a half Stella, and she's happy this time because she's actually got a half Stella glass, not like the video the other day. They gave her a salmon gold glass with her Stella. No, that was beer Moretti, wasn't it? But yeah, another thing to note. I went up to the bar then, just sort of made a bit of conversation with, I think, well, the bar, I think it, is it the landlady?
Yeah, landlady's sister.
Landlady's sister. You know, and very nice. Had a little chat and that. Very welcoming. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, Polish. I think she's Polish, but you know, what I like, even though it's run by Polish people, very much sort of taking in English heritage. You've got like Great Britain flags here in the garden, going all round. There's a picture of the Queen inside the pub and stuff like that, and that's nice to see. You know, they do Sunday carvery and all that, so they're sticking by the British traditions, which is, you know, a big plus. All sorts of events in there here as well. There's a little look. ABBA tribute, beach barbecue, Father's Day, Indian dinner. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, dartboard. That's gave me some inspiration for my home bar, bullseye above the dartboard. I could make a beer monster o'clock thing out of bottle lids or something. I noticed they hammered the bottle, they hammer them in. So yeah, that could work. Food's been ordered. We've both gone for the cod, chips and peas with no tailwinds. She was like, what? No tailwinds? My mum said don't get the tailwind, it's better if you get the other end. So yeah, we've got cod, chips and peas with no tailwinds. And we've got, Mum's got a pint of Thatcher's Gold this time. I noticed they've done two ciders. They also do Thatcher's Gold, which is less sweet. My mum don't like sweet stuff, either do your mum. So I've gone for a Thatcher's Gold as well. And in total it comes to £38 something, which I don't think that's bad, because if the fish and chips looks as good as the picture my mum showed me of hers, then you know the quality's there. So I think that's pretty reasonable, to be fair, considering that's with the drinks as well. But
on it.
if I do notice something a little bit off, I have to be honest, the glasses, the carbonation stickers, could be a little bit cleaner. My one's fine. So it shows that's a nice clean glass. Get rid of the
Yeah, look, bashed it and it's gone.
yeah, you bash it there, that's a little trick. It temporarily kind of sorts it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just saying, you know. Probably just been in the dishwasher. So that's a bit more being clean, my one.
Sticky straight away.
How very snobby of me to say, but you know. Fireplace there as well. When they do the carvery, they're doing that little canter there. Trust me, carvery is definitely, like, come on a Sunday. Ideally for the carvery, if not, you know, fish and chips anytime.
They've got a selection of games and books.
Yeah, I showed them there. Showed you the games and that earlier. Like I say, even though it's run by Polish people, very much traditional. You know, there's a picture of the Queen and everything in here, which I'm nowhere near in a minute, so I can't show you because I'm kind of trying to keep away from the music a bit. Right, Mum's gonna have a sip of Thatcher's Gold, and Yeah. Is it better than the haze or not? That's what we want to know.
No, I prefer the haze.
Prefer the haze. Any particular reason why?
No, not really. It's my preference, I think.
I thought this was going to be less sweet. It's not really, is it? I think being hazy, it's more natural, isn't it? So yeah, I think I would agree with my mum. The haze is slightly better, but the haze is slightly weaker.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, so the haze is 4.5, this is 4.8.
Called gold for a reason, I suppose.
Yeah, it's gold.
It's more dollar.
Here's a look at the menu. Beach bar and restaurant, dog-friendly pub. That's the opening times and that. Carvery between 12 and 4 on a Sunday. Have a little look. See your prices and that. Vegan menu, for any vegans out there. You fancy a plant burger? Not for me, like, but you know, each their own. Starters, prawn cocktails and all that. Prawns, soups. Pause it if you want to check out the prices. Main grub. So I say, proper British, very Britishly spoken. Beach main grub. Beach burger, chicken burger. As you know, we're going for the cod and chips, but they do rock as well. If you like your rock, scampi, bangs and mash. Oh yeah, she said they also had sea bass as well. But we had that a couple of days ago for dinner, didn't we? Oh yes, we had sea bass yesterday for dinner. Sandwiches, dessert menu, kids meals for $8.95, which also includes pudding, which ain't too bad. Don't think it comes with a drink, but at least they got like cod on the kids menu, which is nice. It's not just chicken nuggets and that like most places would do. It's a healthier option there. Breakfast as well. I think this breakfast is pretty good. Look, 12 quid and you get tea and coffee, tea or coffee and toast with that, or a small breakfast for $8.95. Yeah, that's the prices. You know, it's all about the quality. If the quality is there, I'd say the prices are reasonable. And the quality is definitely there on the carvery, and hopefully it will be on the fish and chips too. The food has arrived, as you can see. Proper home-cooked chips. You can tell Mum's getting the vinegar on there. Nice fat bit of cod. Let's test the batter. Nice and crispy. Got the tartar sauce, bit of lemon. That'll be going on there. Appreciate the home-cooked chips for sure. They're definitely not. They're definitely home-cooked chips, aren't they? There you go. Thanks, Mum. I'll bring it back when I cut her open. Get it open. Look at that. Nice flaky cod. Okay, I just tried a bit of cod. It was very nice, but it was hotter than Satan's bum crack after a vindaloo. So I probably should let it cool down a bit. But, chip test. That's a proper home cooked chip, that is. That is a good chip. What do you reckon, Mum? Crispy on the outside, fluffy in the middle.
No frozen rubbish.
No frozen crap. And chips are top drawer, aren't they? Even though it's not a chip shop, there's a bit like having chip shop chips, isn't it? Very good chips. Now we're going to go in, try a bit of the fish. Oh, the tartar sauce. Kind of hard to hold. I ain't got a tripod with me, so doing the best I can. There you go. Fish tartar sauce. Nice and fluffy. Batter's nice and crispy as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
Ready for the crunch. Nice crispy batter. Not to mention as well the cod. Well, nice, it looks a little bit dark. It's beer battered, that's why. Cod is beer battered, but it's very nice. It might be an hour or something like that. There is the arse end of the cod. It is very nice. I just put a load of lemon on mine. Topped it from Mum. Also, if you like the crispy batter, I just put the lemon on it. It kind of softens it up a bit. So if you want to keep it crispy, maybe not put the lemon on or put it on towards the end. I've got to say, I think Mum got a fatter end. It's a little bit fatter than mine, look at that. Very nice. Good, Mum?
Yum.
Yummy. Mum's got her cod out. Doing the lemon on there. Nice and thick, definitely thicker than my bit. As you can see, nice empty plate. I enjoyed it. Mum's not a big eater, but she's done well as well. And we have a battered penis there. That's Mum's pudding. It's got a bit of a nice slant to it as well.
I'm eating that bit.
Next pint, I've got a pint of Timothy Taylor's Landlord on tap for £4. It's pretty good value, isn't it? Nice, good condition on the beer. Clean glass this time. It's quite cold as well, which is nice because it's a hot day. Sometimes the ales come out not very cold. Right, we have just left the beach bar and restaurant. Final thoughts, I suppose. Final thoughts, as a pub, I would give it a 7 out of 10. The beer selection could be better, but it's not awful at the same time. Welcoming, big, decent beer garden and stuff. But again, beer's reasonable value, but the beer selection could be better. As far as the food goes, I'd probably go like 8.5 out of 10. Obviously, I've had the fish and chips today with Mum, which is very nice crispy batter. Peas are peas, aren't they? Chips, nice homemade chips, really nice. Beer batter as well. So as an overall, I'll give it an 8. There's a place to visit. You're right next to the beach as well. It's a nice little hidden gem on the island. And the cod was very nice. It could have been a little bit thicker, the actual cod, but my Mum's bit, as I showed, was thicker than mine. But I prefer the carvery, although the fish and chips is very nice as well. But I would definitely say the main reason for me to come back again would be for that carvery. And then maybe in the future one day, if I come back here and have a carvery, I'll show you what it's like. Thank you for watching, people. Pulling that back to the car now, and hit the thumbs up button please, and subscribe to the channel if you've not done already. Bye bye, darlings. Bush.